Well, that's one happy dog. Lay down and read a book for a little while. Oh, we got some nice color going on there now. Hello, buddy. Well, hey gang, Wolfman here, and we are at Killbear Provincial Park, and this is another one off the list. As you've seen, we've been doing a lot of different parks throughout the season, and this was one I've wanted to come to for a while, so I'm glad I'm here. You can see we got the tent set up. I did not do a setup this time. It was actually pouring rain when we got here, so we were just trying to get it set up. So I'll give you a little tour inside anyway, this inside and out. This is the Dune 7.6. It is my favorite tent I've ever had, and I'll show you why. First, a little outside view. You can see that we've got the wood stove going, and the chimney is going pretty good now. Just getting that fire set up, and it's got 3 doors on the front. This also has an inner, which is not in here now, and you can see Looney Tunes in the back. Hey, Looney. For the summertime, so it is a true all-season tent. It does have a snow skirt. I'm not sure if I'm going to use that this trip because it is pretty temperate. It's about 8 degrees Celsius right now. Don't let the snow fool you. It's warmed up, and conditions are a little bit sloppy, so they're calling for some rain tonight and tomorrow. We'll see what we get. It is the weekend. It's Saturday. We're here till Monday, and inside the tent you can see I love this setup. I've got an actual work stand, which I've converted, and as you can see, I've tied down the legs for the stove to keep it up off the ground. A little easier to access and work with. You can see it all set up and starting to light up there now. And the other configuration, we've got a table kind of at the back there. It's just actually the bin. Also the heater buddy, which we're starting to use once in a while at night instead of keeping the fire stoked all night. And it works quite well in here, not a lot of condensation. I think it's because it's good ventilation. You can see we have the 2 cots set up, one along this side and one at the back. So really good configuration for 2 people or 1 man and a dog. And there's our Looney Tunes chilling out at the back. All right, we're probably gonna lay down and read a book for a little while. Why not, right? Well, something I've been looking forward to for a while is reading this book. It's got a neat foreword. And for those that are interested in reading, this is Michael Moorcock, Alaric of Melbourne, Volume 1. Not a bad little backdrop for a read. Spotted in the wilds, Lynn in her happy place. She loves a picnic table, don't ya? Hey. Oh. All right, we'll get started on some supper. Eh? Well, hi gang, Wolfman here with Luna, and we're just about to get ready to start some supper. So I thought I'd show you how luxurious it is to be able to cook in this kind of warm weather. Typically, you've seen my other videos, we cook very quickly, and it's because it's cold. But today it's not, so I'm going to show you what a kitchen looks like in the spring. Luna, as you can see, is a huge fan of picnic tables. It's her favorite spot at home, and it's her favorite spot camping. And who can blame you, eh? With all that snow on the ground. And over to the table, looks a little messy because we have everything out, which is highly unusual. Just to show you some of the setup, I do have this great little box here, which I keep all my cooking stuff in. That's fuel, cooking utensils, etc. And because we're solo, I do have this smaller woods cooler. It's quite nice, actually. Got it on sale at Canadian Tire for, I think, 80 bucks, down from 200, so it was a really good deal. This cook set, which has 2 pots and a pan, which you can see here, which we're going to cook our supper on. I've got that portable little butane cooker, as well as this little guy for propane. And another very handy thing, keeping all the utensils in its own place. We got this beautiful little kit from Costco of all places. We got a little recycling bin for our dishes, little dish rack. I generally keep my food, the dry goods anyway, in this bag over here, and that's our setup. So again, quite a luxury to be able to cook like this, eh, Looney Tunes? With everything out, not too cold. Won't be doing winter hot tent camping for much longer. This could be the last trip of the season. Well, believe it or not, this is Luna's dinner. Eats pretty well when we're camping. You know what's coming. Well, tonight we're going to try a little taste of Portugal seasoning. And for Dad, we got some lamb chops. Can't wait to get those cooking. And this stuff's great. I can't remember where I got it, but highly recommend if you can find it out there. It's going down. Not the most even table in the world. It'll do. Oh, we got some nice color going on there now. Lucky me. And whining dog. Yeah, another cooking hack with camping with Wolfman. I just added some water to the pan drippings there. I've got some instant potatoes, which I'm going to mix in there and have with these beautiful chops. Well, there we go, kids. A little campsite gourmet. And look at the beautiful color in these potatoes from the pan drippings from those beautiful chops. Bon appetit. Oh. I can't describe how delicious this is, but you can see from the little mooch over here, who's already had her supper. I think she'll probably get a little. Hey. Oh boy. Can't beat camp life. These lamb chops are delicious. Don't worry, I'll save you a bit. Hey everybody, it's Wolfman here with Luna, and we just finished our dinner. Beautiful night, and now we're sitting at the dinner table all by ourselves with nothing to do except have a conversation with you. I was born Canadian. I was born in Nova Scotia. That's one of our maritime provinces, and from a young age moved to Alberta, which is our farming area. And when I was 16, moved back to Ontario, where I've really been on and off kind of ever since. But you know, this is a beautiful country and it's a big country, and I've enjoyed living on every inch of it. I want you to come up to Canada and visit us. Come see some of the great campgrounds and stuff that we have. And let's get back to doing what we do best, and that's being really good neighbors. Cheers. Well, one of the really cool things about coming to Killbear is that they have a discovery center, and it's open in the winter too. So you can explore there, and that's exactly what we're going to do. See you in there. Well, there's one of the residents of the park. Hopefully this is the only one we're going to see. Yeah, I just love these things. Wonderful displays for kids to learn about the animals that live in these parts. And I love that they have a winter setup here talking about what happens in the winter. Look at these cute little guys. And an even smaller one. Really, really cool. Hello, buddy. And my favorite, fox. I think it's actually my spirit animal. So many cool things. Oh boy. Porcupine, and this thing's cool, like a fisher. I've seen one in the wild. And good grief, do not want to touch that. No dogs, I get it. Even some skeletons and paw prints. Cool. Wow. And of course, Mr. Beaver. No visit to a Canadian park is complete without a beaver. Well, if you know me, you know that walleye is one of my favorite fish. And the cool thing is here, a little history. Shawanawaga First Nation Fish Hatchery started in 2000s. So thank you for that. These are crazy lampreys, which are now in the Great Lakes and I guess in different areas around here. That's attached to a lake trout. And this is a saltwater species, but they've adapted. And they get on there like vampires and hold on. You'll often catch a lake trout or other trout and see the marks from the mouth. They're kind of not very nice. Showcasing some of the things that are done here. The forest and logging. Just a wonderful display that they have set up, and some beautiful clay pieces here done by some artists as well. Really just amazing. You can't tell because there's no way to scale this, but this is about a 7-foot long, maybe 8-foot long model of a sturgeon. I don't know why it took me so long to remember sturgeon, but it did. And did you know that a moose is actually a member of the deer family? It is the largest. And you can see why it's so deadly because of how long his legs are. Probably about 4 feet worth of legs there. So when you hit it with your car, that body goes right through the windshield. So when driving up here, slow down. Well, this probably won't help me sleep better at night, but I don't know if you can see these tracks. I don't know if they're people or potentially were bear. They didn't go through the snow very much. And if you look over here by the trees, there's a bunch of holes. And those holes look like they've been snuffed out, like something was digging around. People threw any food back here, etc. So what do you think? Leave it in the comments. Just a natural phenomena, people prints, or bear prints? Hopefully people. Well, gang, it's both ended. It's the end of the day, and we're going to get ready for bed. It's almost 8 o'clock, and how nice to have the sun stay up so much longer as we get closer to the spring season, now that we're into, mid-March. Beautiful day, but me and Looney Tunes are tired. You can see she's already tucked in and ready to go. Not on her bed, on my bed, but that'll change in a second. So thanks for joining us for today. We'll see you in the morning. There's a rain warning. They say we could get 20 to 40 millimeters, which for our American friends is a lot. And the ground's frozen, so they're warning that it could be some flooding. And so stay tuned for that in the morning. It's supposed to start about 1 o'clock in the morning. And hopefully the ground beneath us is okay. We'll find out more. So until tomorrow, good night, gang. Well, here we go. It's currently, what time is it? About 12:30. I haven't slept a wink. Worst insomnia ever. Not really sure why, but you can start to hear the sound of the rain. It's kicking in. And this is supposed to go pretty good all night. Well, good morning, gang. Apologize for the quality of the video. It's about 7:30 and Moon and I are just waking up with some pretty heavy rainfall, which I will let you listen to. Yeah, just really big, heavy drops. So it's supposed to rain until, I think, probably around noon. I'm going to have to check the forecast to see if it changed overnight, but they're calling for localized flooding, which should be fun. So I'll try and get some images outside as the sun comes up a little more. Welcome to Sunday. Well, good morning, gang. It is Wolfman here, and it is Sunday. It's about 8:30 in the morning. Didn't have the best night's sleep. Probably slept for 5.5 hours. I was up a lot, insomnia, no reason. Tent was perfectly warm. I didn't have to stoke the fire because I had the heater buddy going, throughout the night, which is really nice to add. And for those wondering, condensation is not an issue in this tent. I've had it in minus 20 degrees Celsius, minus 10 degrees Celsius. It was actually just above zero, probably 5 or 6 degrees Celsius. Work out the conversions in the video for our American friends. Not sure why, but the camera just turned off there, hence the cut. But like I said, I cannot say enough good things about this tent. So we're going to get started on some coffee, maybe get some breakfast going for me and Luna. So we'll join you when we get back doing that. Well, good morning, gang. Here's our morning cup of coffee in the rain. I love that sound, and that with the fire going. It's all part of the grand experience. If you've been thinking about winter camping, can definitely give you some advice now. I've hit every provincial park that I could this season. Learned some lessons along the way. Different tent styles. This is actually my third tent. The first tent was a fail. The second tent was pretty close. It was a teepee tiles tent, but just too hard to get the base set up, and you lose so much space from the angle of the walls. So even though the footprint looks great, you don't really get as much space as you think, especially if, like, me, you like to use cots in your tent. And then came along the 7.6, and I know I rave about it, but I really can't beat it. I just love it, and that'd be my advice. Look and really read the reviews on the tents. Don't just go cheap. This is not an expensive tent by any means, but compared to some of the value brands, it is more money, but it's certainly not expensive. And just make sure that you do read the reviews for whatever style that you do, because believe me, you don't want to be stuck out in the wilderness. The other thing I would recommend never to do is, I've seen some conversions with ice, and I'm going to get hell for this from people I know, but I've seen conversions with ice huts, the ones they use for fishing. And, people say, because the fabric's really thick, they're better insulated, etc. But they're not built for snow load, so you typically have to do some modifications. I've seen one guy where he puts up a stick in the middle or a pole to be able to hold the load. Condensation's another big issue. I had a buddy out in one camping trip, and it was literally, the condensation was so bad from using a heater buddy, which I use all the time in this tent with no problem. It was dripping down on him. So not a big fan of those conversions. I've seen people do it too with regular tents where they'll cut out a stove jack. But remember, those tents are probably not fire retardant. This tent is built in case of a fire, that if anything happens, it's not going to, burn up and kill you, right? So just really important things to think about. And then remember just to enjoy the experience, right? On a rainy day like this, there's not much to do except sit and enjoy a nice cup of coffee. and have conversations that are too long probably for YouTube videos before viewers get bored and move on. But at any rate, nothing better than coffee and coffee talk first thing in the morning in the rain. Howdy gang, we are finally out for a little walk. We had breakfast and oh luxury, we had a shower. Absolutely crazy the stuff here. These campsites are actually very close to the lake edge, which we're going to go to now and enjoy the, well, I guess the bay, as you would call it, and looking forward to it. It's very temperate today still. The rain's held off. It did not come like they said it would. It did rain during the night, but nothing extraordinary or something we can't handle. But man, is it slippery. There's a lot of ice and wet spots, so really looking forward to getting to the lake, and we'll talk to you once we get down there. What a beautiful old tree. Just gorgeous. Look at this, gang. Get another great Ontario waterway. Wow. Can't wait to get out here in the summer and I can get the kayak out and hit those islands. Hey, girl. Here's a happy dog. Hey, not too far. Don't need you going through the ice. Oh, beautiful. All right. That's one happy dog. Hey, nice. Well, Luna and I have hit an impasse. I wonder if we can trust this land bridge over here. I don't know. Looks dubious. All right, we'll see what we can do. What do you say there, Lindy? It's a nice spot, eh? Yeah. Well, that's one happy dog. Not a bad way to spend a day, hey honey? Absolutely gorgeous. Well, just thought I'd take a second while I'm slightly out of the wind. What a fantastic place. I didn't expect to be able to watch this walk this much, English Wesley, walk this much of the shoreline, and it's simply gorgeous. Walkways, and of course in the spring with the thaw happening, lots of little waterfalls and beautiful things. So a little sloppy for camping, but man, you can't beat this adventure. It's really nice to see all the seasons when you're outdoors, and this one is not failing to deliver. What's going on the ice there, honey? Well, hey gang, it's Wolfman here, and we are finished camping. And shocker, the sign behind me says that we're actually at Torrance Barrens, and you know, certainly not where we were in the video. We ran out of battery, so I finally got enough juice being charged up driving. And wanted to thank you for tuning into this one. And actually, incidentally, this is a spot that is one of the last ones on my list to get done this winter. You do have to sled your stuff in. It's not easy, especially with the conditions the way there's a lot of snow. However, this is a dark sky preserve, so it's one of the few in the world where light pollution is banned, and you can get some incredible views of the stars. So in the summer and the winter, people come up here to look up to the heavens and get some amazing astral, photography. So definitely going to get out here at some point. I want to thank you guys for tuning in to another video. Don't forget to check out our channel. You can see all the parks that we've been to. We have gear reviews, lots of fun things for, camping in Ontario. And until next time, keep having fun and keep camping. How?